to the person who's done it.
Yeah.
Because obviously Rico's my fighter, it's my interest, and I want to know why he stopped a fight seconds after the bell when he's been put down properly. He's got up. Usyk's gone in to try and offload, but Usyk's missed. He's not landed anything because I've watched the replays back.
But the stoppage was premature. But look, this guy, Rico Verhoeven, is unbelievable.
Yes.
Look, if he had the experience of like when I'm getting tired, close the gap, grab hold, let the referee split you up, buy time, this is what he's missing.
I wasn't writing the scores down at the end of each round, but I'm not going to lie, he's possibly ahead going into the 11th round. He's ahead.
That was an early stoppage. They robbed that fucking guy.
What's next for Rico, do you think?
Okay, huh?
What do you think's next for Rico?
Dylan White. I think Rico should fight Dylan White. Huh?
Yeah, what about the rematch?
They got a rematch.
Peter Fury has shared details about an alleged conversation involving the referee after Rico Verhoeven's loss. According to the claims, the referee said he did not hear the bell and stopped the fight early. Fury believes Rico was ahead on points and says the situation deserves a full investigation. He argues that many fans are now questioning whether the fight was handled fairly.
Rico didn't pose any of them mistakes in them rounds. He was forcing it. He's a big, strong unit. He can box, and he's got power in his hands. So you got to look at what Usyk had to do to deal with Rico, because Rico is a serious fighter. He's not a...
Fury also made another serious claim. He says he personally saw Oleksandr Usyk signaling toward the referee shortly before the stoppage. While he does not provide proof of wrongdoing, Fury believes the incident looks suspicious and has increased calls for a closer review of the fight's ending.
We've been 6 months with him, turning him from a kickboxer to a boxer, getting him on the front foot, getting him off the back, letting him move, feints, you name it. Yeah, we worked tirelessly with him to transform him, and what a performance to do.
Critics have also questioned the judging. They point out that several rounds were very close, and even small differences in scoring could have changed the outcome. Because of this, many observers believe the fight was extremely competitive and that the scorecards should be carefully reviewed.
I don't know at the time of the stoppage what the scorecard said, but surely at least one scorecard would have had to have Rico Verhoeven up. Mike Coppinger, who, let's be frank, he is not really that good when it comes to boxing, but he gave Usyk 2 rounds going to the 11th.
Ariel Helwani strongly criticized the referee's decision. He described the stoppage as a disgrace and noted that the scorecards showed a very close fight. According to Helwani, Rico Verhoeven deserved the opportunity to continue, and he believes the ending created the appearance of an unfair result.
Full stoppage. They showed us the scorecards. 2 judges had it tied going into the 11th. Would have been a 10-8 round. 1 judge had Rico up. In the end, he would have gotten robbed by the scorecards. I had him up like 3-4 rounds. He fought a brilliant fight, a beautiful fight against...
Ryan Garcia also expressed concerns about the stoppage. He said it appeared that the round may have already ended before the referee stepped in. Garcia questioned why there was confusion surrounding the bell and suggested that the circumstances were unusual and controversial.
I believe that the round ended, in my opinion. If I'm telling the truth, I believe the round ended, and I don't know. I don't know why the bell didn't ring. I think it was like 10 seconds left, and then I don't know. But yeah, that's how it goes. The stoppage, it's not my job to say if the ref did a good stoppage, but I thought the round ended.
Rico Verhoeven has openly criticized the stoppage. He claims the fight was stopped after the bell had already sounded and says the timing of the decision makes little sense. Rico believes he should have been allowed to return to his corner for the break and has suggested that an appeal could be considered.
I just saw the end because of all the comments I was reading, and they stopped the fight after the bell. So the bell went, then they stopped the fight. So yeah, I think we might just go and appeal it, because this doesn't make any sense, right? No. Like if the bell goes and then stop the fight, why? It's like, then it's my time to...
Peter Fury continued his criticism by arguing that Rico was still standing and attempting to respond when the fight was stopped. He believes the referee should have allowed the round to end naturally, especially since only a few seconds remained. In Fury's view, Rico had a chance to recover and continue.
I knew it was close, but I was more interested in my man doing what he was asking him to do, to try and secure the win.
what did you think of the stoppage? Because a lot of people thought that, you know, he should have been afforded the time, considering how, you know, it's a world title fight and it's very much close to the end of the round and it's going to the final round.
Well, it should have been left go on because he only had seconds left and he was on his feet and he was trying to throw back. So even if the referee would have come out, he would have got to the end of the round. And a minute, and Rico can really recover. So, we'll never.
Turki Alalshikh described the stoppage as a poor decision and called for an immediate rematch. He suggested that Rico Verhoeven may have been leading on points before the controversial ending. Alalshikh believes the fight did not reach a natural conclusion and that a second bout could settle the debate.
I get Rico 4 points more.
How did you have it, Rico?
But you know, Usyk was, to be clear, Usyk was knocking him out. But I want to see one round more.
What fight have you got for Rico Verhoeven?
Ariel Helwani later intensified his criticism, saying that multiple video angles appear to show the stoppage happening moments after the round had ended. He argued that Rico was denied a fair opportunity and called the entire situation damaging to the sport's credibility.
With 1 second left in the 11th round. But in reality, if you actually watch it, and I've watched every single video, every single angle, it was seconds after the 11th round was over. It was an absolute awful stoppage. Rico Verhoeven deserved better. He was absolutely robbed. That was a disgrace of a stoppage, and the scorecards were a disgrace as well. And now once again, someone comes over to boxing, and as they said on the broadcast, you can't let someone walk in there and
determination. He said Rico entered the fight as a dangerous opponent and proved throughout the contest that he could challenge Oleksandr Usyk. According to Kaziak, Rico performed much better than many people expected.
I saw Rico, I saw his potential, his energy, how strong mentally he is. He has the balls made of stone. And that's what I felt, that it's not about skills, it's about the character. So this guy is capable of doing an upset, he's capable of realizing a miracle. Yeah, and that's why I felt I was looking that it's going to be something extremely risky for Usyk, which actually happened.
The referee's decision. He believes the stoppage came too quickly after the 10-second warning and feels the timing was extremely close to the end of the round. Nelson argues that Rico was not given enough time to recover before the fight was stopped.
Forward, and it was that awkward attacking style that Usyk always seems to have problems with. Remember when he boxed Derek Chisora? Handful he was. Derek was just unpredictable. He was just staring in his face. It was cumbersome. He was lugging forward, and that's what Rico did as well. And he made it hard for Usyk to set a pattern of attack. And at times I thought Usyk's going to get knocked out because Rico was throwing a big sweeping right hand, just whizzing past him, and I thought just takes one of those. Right time, right place, and it could be.
Oleksandr Usyk has largely avoided discussing the controversy. Instead, he has focused on his performance and preparation. Usyk praised Rico Verhoeven as a strong and well-prepared opponent, but emphasized that his role is to compete and win. He declined to criticize the referee and encouraged everyone to focus on the sport and future challenges.